Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just get a sense that tension, worry, stress is leaving your body in your outward breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And just noticing any feelings of stress, any feelings of anxiety, and just feeling that it's okay to release those feelings. And sometimes you can release those feelings just with a slightly longer outward breath. And sometimes you can release those feelings by noticing which parts of muscles or tendons are tense, by increasing the tension. And then when you release, it becomes less tense than it was before. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to think of the idea of daydreams. What are daydreams if they're not? The power of your imagination to create virtual reality movies that feel real. There's a difference between a dream when you're sleeping and a dream when you're awake. And it comes down to the word control. Lucid dreaming can be difficult when you're in a deep sleep, that REM sleep where your eyelids start fluttering. It can be done, but it's difficult. Whereas when you're awake, but in a state of relaxation, where most of your focused attention is on your inner world, you have more control than you normally would do. And what if you get to be the movie director of your own internal movie, but rather than looking at a two-dimensional screen, what if you were the movie director of a movie inside a VR headset? So it feels that this is your reality for this moment. I want you to think of a regular dream that you've been having. I want you to think of how people perceive you. Notice where you are, what you're doing. But notice a desire to control. There's a part within you that wants to be in control, not just of you, but the thoughts, the opinions, the evaluations of other people. And when that part is imagining this scene in your mind's eye, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to notice how easily you can change perspectives. In a computer game, they call it first person and third person. First person is you're in your body. Third person is you're looking at your body like you're looking at someone else. But there's another perspective. The second person. The second person is when you look at yourself through the eyes of someone else. And I want you to imagine you're observing you through the perspective of someone else's reality. And I want you to notice what the thoughts are. Not the thoughts that you would want them to think, but the thoughts that they actually think. And just accept that you would rather have a difficult truth rather than a beautiful lie. I want you to look at yourself from the perspective of different people, through the lens of what do they actually like about you? Not what you want them to like about you, but what they actually like about you. Notice the qualities they see in you. Notice what the thoughts are. And I want you to tap into a feeling that other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Because sometimes you've had thoughts about other people, sometimes positive, sometimes not so positive. But your thoughts have no impact on the emotions or the reality of someone else. So why should other people's thoughts or opinions about you affect your emotions? As you accept a suggestion that people can think whatever they want to think. When they think good things, sometimes they might even tell you them. I want that to reinforce a belief system that at your core you are a good person, capable of good things, and that you are worthy. And anything thought or said by someone else that supports that belief system becomes evidence of its truth. So as you look at yourself through the eyes of all different people around you, I want you to look for references as to what they could be thinking that proves that you are worthy, you are good, you are important. I want you to imagine you're back in your body in that same situation, feeling no desire to even care what other people think. But at the same time, noticing that when people look at you in a certain way or say good things to you, that supports a belief system that you are worthy of connection, worthy of love, worthy of respect. You are worthy. You are good enough. But I also want you to imagine that any looks, comments that come from people that contradict that unlock an urge in you to become more resourceful. One of the most powerful urges that exist is the desire to prove people wrong, to do the things that people thought you could never do. For many people, that lights a fire inside them to become focused, determined, resilient. I want you to think of the people around you that have low expectations of you, that don't think you're good enough, smart enough, strong enough, whatever they think. And I want you to imagine that you are in your body, hearing those words or seeing those faces, and it unlocks powerful resources for you to move forward. You don't carry any expectation, no shame, just the resources, the desire to move forward, to make changes, to venture outside your comfort zone, and to become more of the person that you're destined to be. I want you to imagine that in this daydream, you are not in control of other people, but you are 100% in control of you. You're in control of what you believe, what you think, what you feel, and what you do. So that for the part of you that wants power, this is the ultimate personal power. You are omnipotent in this daydream as you. You might not have influence over other people, but you have supreme influence over you. If you believe something that isn't useful, you can change it. If you think something that makes you feel bad, you change it. If you feel something that isn't useful, you can replace it with a better feeling. A feeling of enthusiasm, optimism, gratitude, self-belief, confidence, self-assurance. In this daydream, you are in control of you. And feel how good it feels to be able to immediately change your emotional state. You can imagine doing absolutely anything, even if you don't know how to do it yet. This is a daydream. Just imagine that you do, and you're able to do that thing. I want you to imagine in this daydream, you have the level of health that you want. You can't control other people, but just imagine that you can control every element of you and feel how good it feels to be healthy. Feel how good it feels to accept yourself 100%. Feel how good it feels to have 100% self-respect and self-esteem. Feel how good it feels to like you, to enjoy your own company, to feel comfortable in your own skin. This is a daydream after all. Anything is possible. But you will focus on you, not on other people. And in this daydream, I want you to imagine facing your biggest fears. But since you can control your thoughts are, I can handle it. Face your biggest fears, but given you're in control of your emotions, the emotion is resourceful, calm and confident in the same situation that you're facing your biggest fears. You can control your behavior. Imagine that you're facing your biggest fears and you are cool and calm and composed as you do what needs to be done. This is a daydream after all. So why not have a daydream of courage, of enthusiasm, of health and vitality, to create new neural pathways, networks, beliefs and ideas that when you wake up from your daydream, these echo throughout your life, creating new wonderful opportunities for improvements in your health, your confidence, your energy levels. While you're in this state of being 100% in control of you, I want you to introduce something else. It doesn't have to be a biggest fear, just something aspirational. One part of your life you would like to be different, and just imagine it is already different. Imagine living in the moment with one key thing different and getting to plant a seed of an idea in your unconscious mind that this is a possibility for you. to live in this way. Plant the seed of an idea. And what if this daydream was this incredible ability to train your brain and your emotions to create self-fulfilling prophecies of a life that you desire? A life where you may not be in control of other people, but you are in control of your choices, your decisions, your reflections, and your changes. Before we leave this daydream, I want you to accept one final belief. What you are not changing, you are choosing. And therefore, if there's anything in your life you're not happy with, start thinking about the choices that you can make to make it more of the life that you desire. But this is a daydream, and this is a safe place to experiment with all those changes that you could make if you chose to make them. Then imagine leaving this daydream. But as you leave the daydream, take these wonderful ideas, feelings, emotions, and resources with you, realizing that a daydream where you control other people is futile, whereas a daydream where you control your thoughts and emotions could be very useful to create inspiration and ideas for a chain reaction in your life that is empowering and positive. Take all those feelings, return to the present as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that 100% of you is here in the moment, no longer in a daydream, but about to awaken into absolute reality, and also accept a belief that you accept yourself, that you are worthy, and you are capable. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.